Hello, chat. Welcome to Pablo Talk. This is my new talk show I'm going to be doing where I just hang out with you guys like in a very not as dramatic way because I think just on TikTok, I be doing too much stuff and I don't really think intentionally about everything because I just like live my life and record it. But I feel like a podcast every week could actually help me like talk about things. And bitch, I'm a T for drama. I'm a T for drama. I'm a sucker for drama. I'm a sucker for tea. I also do enjoy talking about like pop culture things. So I think it'll be exciting. And if you guys are watching this, yes, I am indeed using like a disgusting wooden paddle or what is it called? Ladle, spatula, something to hold it because I want like one of the like the cool Just Trish microphones that like help me feel like vintage vibes because I do want a talk show. I feel like a talk show, guys, for me is a thing that makes sense. I can bring my friends on it. I can talk tea with you guys. I can do something more structured every week that you guys can come back to. But I just have so many things I want to talk about, and sometimes on TikTok there's not enough time, and I feel like I'm kind of misunderstood. I don't know, chat. Maybe, possibly conspiracy. You guys will find out, and you guys will tell if you like it or not, and we'll just see. The stakes are so low. I'm doing this for fun. I'm naming it Pablo Talk because I really like the whole narrative of like Wendy Williams show, Ellen show, even though everyone's a little controversial. Free Wendy, but like I like that vibe and like Just Trish, like the idea of it being like kind of just a name is kind of iconic. So Pablo Talk, I feel like it's good because then they could be like Pablo talks about this, Pablo talks about that, and it could be a bunch of different options. And I'm excited, and I will like vamp up my set and everything. As you guys can tell, my set is literally in the corner of my apartment. But yeah, we're gonna start off with like 30-minute episodes. I feel like that's good. Also, if I'm not gonna touch my nose. I just have a singular itch. Let me get it, guys, because I don't know what happened. I feel like with the flu recently, everybody's been getting sick, and I thought I was getting sick, but I wasn't. I think I just had like a little bit of allergies because apparently allergy season is in the beginning of the year in California. So I think that's what it was. So my nose might be a little bit red right now because of the whole sniffles or whatever, but that might be the congested vibes. Also, okay, see, I was like, I have nothing to talk about the podcast, bitch me on here, just randomly talking about everything. Also, tell me why. I was walking earlier at the gym, and every time I'd be stepping down on the floor, it like sends like a vibration up to my like sinuses, and it like hurts my teeth a little bit. Like I feel a little bit of sensitivity like when I walk. And I looked it up on ChatGPT, which I do not use ever, guys. I do not use it for stupid things unless I have like a question that I could ask specifically so that I'm not asking for paragraphs of work or pictures of fucking a donkey on a fucking spaceship, but I will ask it some little like hypochondriacal questions. That is definitely not a word. I know that's literally me making up a random word. Word of the episode, hypochondriacal. That's definitely not a word, but fuck it. Yeah, so I looked it up. It's because of my sinuses. So if anybody's been wondering, I think that's my L of the week is my sinuses. Like I'm not sick and I'm grateful for that, but I don't feel the best, and it's just sinus shit, bro. Like when I get sinus shit, like honestly, what does that feel like to me? Sinus shit feels like some white person shit. Like, love them down, love the whites, but like, what do you mean you have sinus problems? Like, bitch, how we're focusing on what to eat tonight, how to pay for that food, not sinus problems. But I might have to get some saline powder. Let's not say. Anyways, besides that, I guess I could consider that an L. Oh my god, look at me like having like a format. Okay, we start with L's and W's, and then W of the week. Oh, it was yesterday, guys. I went out to WeHo, which is crazy because I used to have my old podcast where I did Be So For Real with Oscar, which we'll get into. And bitch, I was in my WeHo era. I'm really not in my WeHo era anymore, which is fine. No hate to WeHo. I feel like everybody talks about it like it's this awful thing. Like, oh my god, he goes to WeHo. Like he's so disgusting. WeHo's fine. It's fun. It's a place where the gays can be themselves. I think recently it's just become this very toxic LA culture, so it can like seem like weird being like, oh, you go to WeHo a lot. But no, I went yesterday with my friend Friday because she's visiting from Connecticut, and it was so much fun, you guys. Like, it was so crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Like, growing up, Friday's my best friend since like eighth to ninth grade, and she's always known that I wanted to do social media and that it's been my dream. So for me to have her here, show her around, be able to take her to all these cool places, and then we went out at the club, and so many people were recognizing me, bro, and I met so many iconic supporters. Like that felt really good, and she was really proud of me, and we had a really good heart to heart, and it was just one of those nights where you don't care about who's at the club. You don't care about how packed the club is. You just are only seeing your friend for the night. Those are my favorite nights ever. And low-key, I had so much fun that Oscar and Drew convinced me to go back out tonight on a Sunday chat. That's crazy. But the only reason why I'm doing it is because I'm filming my podcast. So it's like a celebration thing. And, after I did the whole t-shirt narrative with the musty shit, I went out to celebrate and then it blew up. So maybe tonight's my moment. Maybe it's a good sign to go out after a major start or an accomplishment or something. But yeah, so that was like my W, just being with my friend from home, being able to show her around. And I feel like every time somebody comes to visit me, whether it be family or something, like it makes me feel more connected to them, but also why I'm doing what I'm doing. And hopefully one day being able to, prove everyone wrong and just have my moment. Let me take a little sip of my water. Soon this will be like bedazzled or something with Just Trish. But this is really good. So yeah, that was my W and my L. I've also been working out a lot, which feels really good. People have been noticing, you guys, which I'm not gonna lie, we can kind of get into it. Like I have a little format of what I want to talk about, and one of them is my story. So we can just get into like a bunch of random things. This is gonna be a little bit chaotic, guys, but you guys can let me know what you think about the format, and stuff like that. I just don't want to overthink it until I have to overthink it because then I won't do it. And bruh, I'm ADHD, I'm a Virgo. It just really, really gets her. I talk so fucking fast, chat. Like this is me, like dead ass. Like I was thinking, like oh my god, like I was listening to a podcast earlier. They were so fucking boring. Like I will never stop talking, and it really gets there. But anyways, on the whole workout kick, I've been working out every day. People like it. I like it. It makes me feel good about myself, and I think the gym is actually the only thing, you guys, that I can do that makes me feel better every single time. And I'm so grateful for that because there's not a lot of things, especially in LA, that can ground you as quick as going to the gym in a little huffy puffy of a Celsius. Because I'm gonna be so for real, you guys. I get depressed. I have anxiety, a lot of it sometimes. And sometimes I don't want to get out of bed. Sometimes I don't want to do shit. But what do? I go to the gym, and every single time it makes me feel better, no matter what. So, ends of 2026, anytime you feel sad, anytime you feel like you can't manage your emotions, try going to the gym. You don't have to do the most, just make yourself feel good. For me, the sauna really gets me to the good spot. And after, you feel amazing. And that's where I'm at now. Like, oh, I almost burped. Do people keep in their burps on podcasts? Bro, I don't know. I'm also kind of thinking, like, am I performing right now? Like, is this me performing or is this actually me? I think that's another reason why I want to start a podcast. Because, guys, my brain races at 20,000 miles an hour. I go live on TikTok for like an hour or two a day and I talk to you guys. But, bitch, there's more sometimes. And sometimes TikTok be messy. Like, I don't know. Like, podcasts are different. Oh my God, my brain never fucking stops. Oh my God. It gets there. Oh my god, guys, it really, really gets there. Okay, so yeah, the gym is good. Love the gym. Very grateful. That is my thing. And I'm gonna keep doing that for the rest of January and see like where we can get to that. I started the podcast. You guys know I want to talk more. What else? I live in LA. You guys know that. I've lived in LA for 4 years now. Moved here to be a content creator. I think one day I'll do like my full story or something like that, like Pablo talks about childhood or coming up. But basically, guys, I moved to LA because I just wanted to make my dreams come true. Like growing up, I'd always watch different YouTubers like Tana Mojo and Shane Dawson and Gabby Hanna and all these people, and I just felt so inspired. I was really lonely. My family was working a lot. I wasn't close with my siblings like that. I got bullied at school. Like it was just one of those lonely moments. So I would just go live to like 20 people on TikTok, or not TikTok, it was Musically at the time, and You Now and all the OG sites, and I would post for nobody until it slowly started to work, and I started getting a little bit of a following in high school, chat. I think in high school I had like 200,000 followers, which is crazy, and it was kind of like a boy group. Me and my friends used to make musicallys together, and we kind of blew up, and then it turned into something really cool. But then we all started getting bullied and harassed, and I think we were all young boys that were like 16, 17, and we didn't know how to handle it. So we all just quit, and we didn't really stay friends because I think it was kind of traumatizing for us to like all have that really big blow up at a young age and then decide that the bullying was a little too much. So what did we do, guys? We stopped, and we kind of stopped all being friends, and I felt resentment for a while because I was like, bro, like, why did these people stop? Like, we had such a good thing going, but it's not for everybody, and I learned that, and I think that got me to a good place now where I do content so independently, and I do everything on my own. Like, I travel, I film, I cook, I live by myself because I think that situation was like, okay, like if you want to do this, you got to do it on your own. But I did kind of like listen to everybody, so I stopped social media as well, which was like really weird. And after that, I started working at Wendy's in high school. I did my big one. I was miserable, but I was like, I'm not going back to social media. Like, I don't feel as confident or comfortable with it, so I didn't. Then college came around. I knew I wanted to go to California. I knew I still wanted to like be famous and make it, but I was scared and I didn't know how to do it without a fail safe. So my smart ass, I actually took high school pretty seriously because I'm a Virgo and I'm ADHD and I am organized sometimes. Not really anymore. When I was more in high school, and I did good in school. So I was able to write some good college essays and apply to some schools in California because I knew that if I could get into a school in California, that bitch, I'd be on top of the world. All I would need to do is get my ass here and then I'd figure out my space. So I got into two different schools, one of them in LA, one of them outside of LA, like an hour away. The one in LA was LMU, very good school for very smart people, but I think the universe honestly saved me or something because I do not think I was meant to go to that school, you guys, at all. LMU is a really good school, chat. Like, I don't know how I got in. I mean, I had good grades in high school. My GPA was like a 3.4, but LMU is really, really good. Like, that's where people transfer, and that's where people go to like USC or UCLA. And oh my god, triggered. Sorry, I'll get to that at one point. Why that triggers me? Whatever. Next, anyways, so I didn't go there. So I ended up going to the school like an hour outside of LA. This school wasn't as good of a school, and it wasn't as expensive. But I knew that if I was at least close to California, my parents, I was at a really bad place with them at the time. I was smoking a lot, being degenerate. My parents did me really dirty at one point. If you know the story, you know the story. It's on TikTok, but I wasn't talking to my mom specifically for a couple years. And I knew I wanted to get out of Connecticut. I was miserable. I knew I wanted to do back or go back on social media, but I didn't want to do it in Connecticut, where I'm from, because I knew that I was getting bullied. I don't know. It was a lot. So I got accepted, got a full ride to a college in California, used that full ride to get my ass to California, get away from my family. Even though I love them now, the time was different. And yeah, guys, and that started my California journey. I went to California. I made friends. I made relationships. I made crushes. I went to school. I did classes. I did piano. I became a full-time college student. And I low-key forgot about my dreams. I'm not going to lie. I low-key did forget about my dreams. And I was like, maybe I'm a college student. Like, maybe I really will be in the corporate world. And that's what I'm doing. Bruh, me doing that? Are we fucking kidding me? So the second I got there, I was just like, like, let's do it. I did it. I made such great friends and memories. And then COVID happened, and we all had to go back home, and that was really annoying. I hated that, and I did feel like sad because I was like, why is the only reason that I'm in LA because of school? Like, that doesn't seem right to me. Like, I feel like I should be in LA for other reasons, and that was a big wake up call because I had to go home, and I was in California for a year and a half doing my big one, doing whatever the fuck I wanted. I wasn't doing social media yet because, like I said, I got sidetracked in school, but I was having a lot of fun in school. I was popular as fuck, shit. I was straight at the time, bitch. I was hooking up with girls. Crazy. I don't really know what was going on, but crazy. So yeah, and then randomly, I think like yeah, like COVID happened. I went home. I had a lot of free time. I started posting TikToks. I blew up again on TikTok, gained a following again on a different account on TikTok. And I was like, okay, let's do this. Went back to school after COVID. Guys, every time I'm like thinking I'm on stream and I'm like looking for comments, I'm like so stream coded. But no, yeah, like I was like, okay, like let's do this. Let's keep going. I kept going, kept going, kept going. At one point, I was like, okay, like I have zero money that I'm making consistently, but I have saved a couple thousand from the job I had on campus, from Instacart, because I used to do Instacart during college with my car that I bought with money that I made just through like working at school, like a $4,000 car, like making everything very one step at a time. And I was like, you know what? I have $2,000 saved. And I hate school. And I feel like everything I'm learning in my degree that was about social media marketing, I was already knowing because I was doing social media things my own. So I was like, let's fucking drop out. Without telling my parents and shit, I was like, I'm out of this bitch. I booked an Airbnb for a month. I stayed there for a month, just posted things on TikTok, just threw spaghetti at the wall and saw what stuck. And gratefully, I was able to get some momentum going, get some shit going. I made some money, saved more money, found an apartment, moved here, and the rest is history, you guys. So I took the risk, and that is why I'm here. That is how I ended up in LA. And since then, I've just been in LA doing my thing, you guys. I've been making friends, I've been making connections, I've been posting videos, living my best life, traveling. And I think it got to a way bigger place now, and I know that, and I'm grateful. But yeah, guys, that's just like a quick little story. I don't want to get into like the full thing. There's a lot of lore throughout all that I could get into, of course. But that's just a quick little rundown of who I am. I've always been very creative. I've always been very social. I've always wanted to be a name bigger than what people think Pablo is. I want to help my family. I want to help my friends. I want to be so successful in every single way and so creative. That's what makes me happy. So podcasting is going to be one of those things, and it's just going to be a good way to talk, especially because I haven't been going to therapy for a while. I know. Okay, what else do we have to talk about? recent days, I talked about that, the Coachella experience, not Coachella, hello, the whole working out experience, my friend being here and everything like that. Well, Coachella is coming up. It's in 15 weeks. That could be something to talk about. I don't know, guys. Coachella's really overwhelming me this year because y'all know I love Coachella. Y'all loved me and Tyler's content this year, which is so awesome. We had so much fun. I can't believe me and Tyler literally only met at Coachella this year. But I don't know. Like Coachella this year seems a little different because a lot of people are anticipating fun stuff, which I am as well. But I want to go with a brand. Me and Tyler really want to go with brands, and we want to elevate. Both of us combined probably got over 100 million views last year at Coachella, which is really good. And brands look at that and they want to work with that. And I would love to pitch ourselves in that manner and just have like the best experience ever. Because me and Tyler have me and Tyler's my friend, the one who I went to Coachella with. We've had a lot of good experiences. So Coachella's coming up. Little worried, time to start looking for brands and experiences and deals that we can do to help us get there. This is going to be my fifth Coachella, guys, in which 2 of the years I've went both weekends. So I love Coachella. I think I'll probably go realistically for the next 3 years, both weekends, camping hopefully. That's like another big thing, guys, about Coachella is that brands want to put you in like big mansions or big hotels, because they want to make you look good. Me and Tyler would love that, but low key, we also would love to go car camping. Car camping is where you make more friends at Coachella, guys. Coachella is a music festival where you listen to music, you have fun, you put on cute outfits, cool. But most people who go to Coachella get a hotel or house like 20 minutes away. They drive there, drive back every day. It adds a different level, guys. When you are at Coachella getting ready in the dust, walking next door to see Addison Rae perform after you sit a sniff of poppers, walk back to your dorm, take a fucking dorm, walk back to your car, take a swig of disgusting warm tequila. That is what Coachella is about. Making friends, hooking up in the porta potties, freaky cello. Let's not say one. I think I should do a Coachella, maybe with Tyler. We could do a Coachella one. I'm definitely gonna have guests on this podcast too. Yeah, I want to get Tyler, Sty, Tara. Oh, Tara, baby. We did talk about the halter top drama. I'm gonna get into some pop culture in a second. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot, guys. I kind of live for how chaotic this first episode is because it's teaching me what's gonna work. Because I was writing things down, guys. You guys know I am trying to be a little bit more, intentional and stuff. It doesn't work like that. Let me just talk. Like that's where my ADHD brain goes. And you guys can let me know. Maybe it's like good and satisfying to listen to, but at the same time, maybe it's not. Maybe it's like all over the place. But yeah, so Coachella coming up. I want to like car camp, but I also want a bougie experience. So we'll see how that goes. I'm very excited to see how that plays out. Um, talking about Sty's coming to visit LA next week, so that'll be very fun. That'll be a whole chaotic experience. I feel like Sty really motivates me, and I feel like I motivate him too. Like, obviously we're both content creators, but I feel like we motivate each other, like inspirational vibes. Like, like we both deserve to do what we want to do. Like, King, do it. Yeah, King. And then let's go out and let's have fun. Well, yeah, like it's gonna be so good. I'm so excited. Such a key. I'm so excited. What else? What else? It's been raining a lot in LA. Like a lot. I feel like people in LA aren't used to that. And I've low key been trying to like get used to that because I grew up in Connecticut where there was a bunch of rain, a bunch of snow, a bunch of disgusting weather changes, and I hated it, bro. I had such bad seasonal depression like in Connecticut. Like winter, I was always depressed, even at a young age. So it low key triggers me when it rains, but I think you just have to learn to love it. California, it's always sunny, and you got to learn to love it because just like in Connecticut, you get seasonal depression. Bro, there has to be a study about the lack of season changing in LA, and that can also probably cause some kind of mental illness. I feel like the fact that every day is the same weather, bro. It's like every day is literally the same thing. Like, how do you even know what It's like you don't even know how to like appreciate specific days or weathers because it's always the same. And I've noticed that. So with the rain, like it makes you feel very laggy and slow and unmotivated. But bitch, that's the days you gotta lock in more so that you know how to lock in when it's sunny too. I don't know how to explain that. Like, I just think I don't. You guys definitely know. Like, why does rain make me sad, bro? Rain should not make me sad. Rain is a weather. Rain is beautiful. Rain is healing. Rain is hydrating. Why does it make me sad though? And I've had a lot of thoughts about that recently. And here Pablo goes into like a deep tangent. But I do think a part of the reason why I'm so weird when it gets to rainy weather is because yes, growing up, seasonal depression was a thing. But now that I'm here and I'm noticing as an adult that I'm getting sad or I'm getting in a different mood with bad weather, it makes me a little bit more aware because when I was younger, oh, it was just a kid sad because he couldn't go to the beach or he couldn't hang out with his friends. But now when you're older, it's you're living your daily life and the weather changes every day and you can't control that. And you're letting the weather affect you so much to where you don't want to do anything. And that is a problem to me. And I feel like a part of that comes from the idea that even as an adult, I haven't found that thing that can fix me on a rainy day. And that can sound metaphorical because it is, but I want that thing on a rainy day that still makes me happy, that still makes me secure, that still doesn't matter what the weather is. I still feel stable in myself. And I connected it back to one of my past relationships to where, it was rainy days and people would be like, oh my God, on rainy days, I want to cuddle with my boo and I want to cuddle and I want to have a good time and be cozy. I had that and I still didn't feel cozy. I still didn't feel comfortable. The weather was still enough to affect me like that. And I was like, wow. And it makes you sad. It's like, wow, it's very interesting. Like, what does a human need to solve a rainy day sometimes? And that's metaphorical, but it's like, you think it's love. No, it's not that. You think it's financials. No, it's not. So what is it? And that's what life is about recently is finding what can cure a rainy day. And maybe a podcast, maybe talking to you guys always helps. Yes. Going to the gym. Yes. But you always go back out and it's interesting. So I'm going to work on that this year. I know this may sound like a random tangent. It is, but I'm Pablo. Sorry. Hi. Also, I've only been talking for 22 minutes, chat. Oh my God. I feel like I've talked about so much. It's so crazy. Oh my God. Okay. So yeah, that's my lore with the rain. January's coming up. I'm doing a lot of like series content, which I'm really, really excited about. I literally have it all written up on my board because guys, being a content creator, bro, this shit's so confusing. I'm a content creator. Like, who let that happen? Literally. I make all my money from social media, bro. And like that is good and it's also scary. It's also bad. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. I was talking with my friends earlier and I was like, bitch, I gotta start treating social media like a 9 to 5 because bitch, you be getting too comfortable because you film videos every day, but you don't get posted for those videos right away. You get posted them for them months later. So 1 month you'll have a really good payout and you're like, yeah, like that grocery video I did yesterday just paid me $10,000. No, baby. 7 months of work paid you that. Not seven, 2, 3 months of work paid you that. That's what pays. It's a little confusing. So it's good to be organized and structure everything so you know the risk versus reward on projects. You know what is monetizable. You know what is working. You know how to keep growing. And I make a lot of content like this where I nurture my audience because I love y'all down, chat. I hope y'all know I love y'all down. I think I may be a little bit parasocial and y'all may be parasocial with me too. We'll get into parasocial, halter top drama. Let's not say. Um, but yeah, no, I love y'all and I do a lot of content that nurtures you guys, but not a lot of content that's shareable, that's blow upable, that's gonna keep growing, growing, growing. So I want to do more of that. I want to be more structured. I want to treat it like a 9 to 5 where I wake up in the morning with the intention of getting all the content and all the stuff I need to get done for my social media. So after the fact, I can chill and not be a fucking robot who's editing and posting and at like 10 or 11 p.m. Like, no, absolutely not. So that's where I'm at with organization, getting myself to a better spot and mentally and all that. I hope you guys enjoyed that tangent. Sorry, it was random. I don't know. Let's get into pop culture, guys, because these are 30 to 35 minute podcast episodes. So we're already almost chat. Look at us. Oh my, I kind of tore. Okay, anyways. So I have some things. Ooh, heated rivalry. Let's talk about heated rivalry, guys. I have not watched heated rivalry, and there's so many reasons, but the main one is I'm an insecure ass bitch and I've gotten to know that. Like I love myself and I'm confident, but bro, if you put a fucking TV show with two sexy ass, big ass, strong men on the TV that are straight passing and presenting, I'm gonna crash out. I'm gonna overthink. I'm gonna be like, I need to eat more. I need to go to the gym more. I need to act more like this. I need to be more nonchalant. I need to. Also, I've had a situation like that where me and my best friend secretly like kind of fell in love and we're hooking up in college. I cannot wait to tell you guys that lore. But it was very tea and deep, and it was like meeting the family and hiding it from the family. And we ended it on a note of like, I can't be with you because I can't be gay. And I was like, why not? And we stopped being friends, So I think it's a little bit triggering for me. I'm not going to lie. And I feel like a lot of you guys can relate with me, right? Right. I feel like on Twitter, all the gays are hyping it up, which as it should, it's iconic. I love it. But like, there has to be some of us unhealed ass bitches that one, can't watch it because it makes you insecure because they're so fucking hot. I know I need to work on it. 2, reminds you of a past situationship that you're not over yet. Or 3, my worst one yet, how are there such hot guys living in the same world as my exes? Oh, like literally, like that, it'll just get me there. It just gets me there. Like you're telling me that my exes are somewhere in this world, seeing this on their timeline. Oh, thank God I wasn't in a relationship during it because these get. Oh, I would have to watch that with my ex. It would get there. That's a problem I have. That's nobody else's problem. And I will watch it when I heal. It's just like Sex in the City, chat. I can't watch Sex in the City yet. I'm not healed enough, but I will get there soon. I've been watching Stranger Things though because, well, low key, even the love triangles in there got me triggered, bro. I'm just a triggered guy right now, but it's okay. We'll get over it. Yeah, Stranger Things is really good. I actually really like it. I'm on episode 7 as of now. It's Sunday, January 4th, which means, oh my God, I have to pay rent tomorrow. Isn't it crazy that on my calendar it says rent due on the 5th when it's fully due on the 1st, but legally they have to give you the 5 days? I'm crazy. Anyways, Stranger Things is good. I'm surprised I got into it because I have ADHD and I'm really, really bad at listening to long form content. But guys, I really, really enjoyed it. I am digging it. Yeah. Fuck yeah, I'm digging it. Let's talk about some characters. Elle, love her down. I have gotten attached to Millie Bobby Brown as just an actress and as a real person. And I find it so tea now that she's like on the TV as Elle after so many years. Like that just tea to me. And Mike and all of them, they're all iconic. They do their thing. Sadie, my girl Sadie Max. I saw a Twitter post that Stranger Things posted, and it was like a mug, not a mug shot, but like a portrait shot of like all the stars on Stranger Things. And tell me why Max, she got the most engagement. Like, yeah, as she should. Yeah. So I like that. I like the lore going on. I think I did see a spoiler, but bitch, I think we all knew that anyways. Like, I'm not gonna say it, but I think we all knew that. Really just be trying their best. Like they write all their ideas down on billboards and whiteboards and come up with these things, and then sometimes the actors come in and like fuck it all up. Like, I don't know. I love a little slip up. And I thought that was funny because here we are watching like such an iconic show, and Millie's like, bitch, I've been new the whole time. Like, girl, you tore. Honestly, you could tell though, like, isn't there the thing that the Stranger Things cast, like, they can't keep a secret? I don't know. So I'm surprised. But yeah, anyway, Stranger Things, really good. I've been watching it. What else? What else I've been watching? Oh, Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. Chat. That show is so good. I love how authentic they are and how real they are. I feel like not a lot of people talk about it enough, you guys, how a lot of these shows and a lot of these reality shows specifically, like, they get mad at each other, bro, for calling each other out. And you're like, why would you say that? Like, oh my God, you're such an awful person. Like, da-da-da. On Secret Life of Mormon Wives, bro, they literally be having, like, breaking the fourth wall moments where they're like, you know we're on a reality show, right? Like, obviously I'm going to bring it up. Like, they're like, why did you bring it off camera, bitch? Because then the show would suck. Like, I love that they just tell everything on that show. That is so entertaining to me. And that is what I want to do, guys. One day I want to be on a reality show as well. And I think that's kind of why I'm doing this as well, because I feel like a talk show can kind of get me onto a lot of different things I would like to do. But I think being authentic in yourself on reality TV is such a fucking flex. Like, even if you make mistakes, like, you can't be hated on that bad if you're honest and you're yourself. And I feel like I've always lived like that. Like, I'm kind of unauthentically myself, or what? I'm authentically myself and unapologetically myself. So I love on that show. Like, they're crazy, chat. Y'all heard the chugging piss, the drinking pee. Basically, guys, Secret Lives of Mormon Wives is a bunch of wives that live in Utah. They're Mormon. They're breaking the societal norms because they have sex, they drink, they do crazy stuff, and they film it all. And there's cheating and there's scandals and all this and that. And one girl called out another girl for cheating. So she told the world her biggest secret, that her husband drinks her piss. Crazy. And she exposed, I'm like, gag. Like, if you guys get it, you get it. You get it. Because what did Jessie say? Jessie made a TikTok after she got exposed for cheating, which maybe you should have gone exposed, but girlhood, I get it. She's like, I never thought I was gonna get on the internet and get this messy, but since Demi wants to bring it there, let's just say it. How a little bit, and she's like, how about we say Demi's husband likes to drink her piss like it's dirty soda? I'm like, oh my fucking God. Your tea. Piss kink? I don't know, freaky cello. We'll talk about kinks at one point. Because, I don't know, I don't really have many kinks. Well, that's not true. I don't know. Guys, should we talk about kinks one podcast? Comment down below if we should. We could have like a sex education podcast or like a sexual like his chat. I've had some crazy Trisha. I've had some crazy Trisha Paytas moments, and that's honestly one of the reasons why Trisha's like inspired me in different guys. I watched her growing up, and she's inspired me a lot, but she's gotten me to do some crazy shit too, guys. So let's not fucking say. Anyways, let's get into pop culture. Let's end it today with pop culture. You guys have gone this far. Let's get some tea going. Really not tea, but you know, it's kind of things. I don't know. We already talked about heated rivalry. We talked about Stranger Things. Um, what else did we talk about? Oh my God, guys. Well, yeah. Yesterday, I went to a club and I saw somebody that I used to have beef with, which is kind of crazy to think about because it was so long ago. But do you guys remember Jose Bay and Shadi Bay? The drama I got into them like 2 years ago. Bro, my fucking Alexa just went on and it freaked me out. It sounded like somebody responded to me, bitch. Here I am alone in my apartment and it just talked back to me. That freaked me out. Anyways, yeah, no, basically, like, we got into some beef a little bit ago because I got invited to Shadi's party with my friend and we were there and we were having fun. And then we got invited on the party bus after where we all got super drunk or whatever. And we went to a club, whatever, fun night. Then at the end of the night, I got a call from them and they were like, "Hey Pablo, like, do you want to come meet us at Denny's? Like, we're all going to Denny's and then we're gonna go hang out after." And I was like, "Yeah, like, I wanted to make new friends. Also, they were really funny on social media." So I was like, "Yeah, let's go." So me and my friend drove all the way there to meet them at Denny's to hang out with them after the party. And when we got there, Shadi, Jose, and another influencer, Elsie, got out, went into our car with Oscar and just kind of insisted we drove them home. We didn't know that's what was happening. It was like 3 in the morning. We thought we were going to Denny's. Maybe we shouldn't have thought at 3 in the morning, but that's what we thought. And then they got in the car. They were like, "Oh, here's an address." They all fell asleep in the car. We are like, "What the fuck?" We dropped them off. They didn't. It was a whole mess. They didn't say thank you or anything, but they were drunk. Maybe they just walked out. Maybe they thought we were an Uber driver. I don't know. So I made a video on live saying that they used us as an Uber driver, which I think we can all agree there was parts that could have been fixed on all ends. No shade to any of them. I'm friends with Shadi and Jose now, but well, I made the beef clear with Shadi like 3 weeks ago at Wendy in Eves Carne Asada. We saw each other and we're like, "Hey, like, squash the beef." We follow each other again. But Jose, I haven't seen him. And I feel like a lot of our followers like troll and say we have beef when we don't even talk at all. But we saw each other yesterday. We squashed the beef chat. We're all good. It was tea. It was like, oh my God, hey. It was crazy, you guys. And it was also low-key kind of awkward because when it happened, it was because I was going into a club with my friend Friday. And bro, tell me why I had a cup of liquor in my hand from the last club that I somehow snuck out. And I was drinking it in line, and the bartender or the security guard was like, "Hey, you can't drink that in line. You can't drink that in line." I'm like, "Oh, sorry, let me finish it." I finished it in front of her. She's like, "You finished that. Now you can't get in." I'm like, "What?" She's like, "You can't get in anymore." Jose's right behind me. I'm like, "Oh my God, it's so embarrassing." I'm like, "Friday, I'm trying to get my friend to get out of the club, but I can't." They're like, "No, you can't go in." They're being so mean to me. I'm like, "Oh my God." Literally 1 second later, these two people come out of the club, these two divas. They're like, "Pablo, we love your content. We love your videos. Oh my God, can we get a picture with you? Please, please, please." And I was like, "Yeah, of course." That Muciana security guard was like, "You can come in." Bitch, clout chaser. And even Jose was like, "Bitch," not her saying yes after the pictures. Mess. But yeah, that happened yesterday. So we squashed some of that. That was tea, guys. If you know the lore, you know that it ran deep and it really, really got there. And I feel like a lot of people got parasocial with that because I would be parasocial too. Like, it was really big online tea and we were going live about it, but we're all good. No hate. Parasocial shit can really make you think people hate each other, but we don't. And speaking of parasocial, guys, Tara's World halter top drama. Now, chat. Y'all know I love me some Tara. Tara is the sweetest girl ever, bro. And we got to talk about it. It's pop culture. I feel so weird talking about this. It's my friend, but we're doing pop culture, and this is a big thing on TikTok. I'm trying to be like Trisha, okay? I'm trying to talk about things, okay? I'm sorry. Yeah, so basically, what had happened, guys, is that over the weekend, Tara posted a video onto her TikTok where she has over 5 million followers because she's famous as fuck. And she posted that she really wanted to wear a specific shirt on New Year's Eve, but that it was sold out everywhere. And she figured that she could ask her followers if somebody had the shirt. So she did that. A bunch of people started commenting about it. Somebody probably had the shirt, right? I think a lot of people got misconstrued saying that Tara didn't want to buy the shirt, that she was too broke to buy the shirt. I think it was just sold out. She could afford the shirt. The bitch can afford Erewhon. But I think it was sold out. So she was just looking for the shirt. So I think different girls were commenting about it, and some people were trying to charge her a couple $1,000s, she said, for it, which is crazy. No one's going to spend. I think people know she's rich, so maybe that kind of happened. But I think there was this one girl that was saying that she had it and that she could guarantee to give it to Tara. And Tara was really happy about that. She's like, "Oh my God, my followers are my best friends," because she sees her followers as friends, which I get. I see y'all as friends too. But sometimes there's obviously a line because I'm not as close with y'all as I am with Oscar and Drew and Tyler. You know what I mean? So, like, yeah, there's a difference, but I get it, you know? So somebody was talking about it with her all day. Like, "Yeah, I can give it to you. I can give it to you. I'll give it to you at this time. I'll give it to you at this time." New Year's rolls around. Tara's texting the girl asking her for the shirt. Also, I guess Tara was gonna go to the mall to try to find a different shirt, but the girl reassured her that she could give her the shirt, so she didn't need to go. So Tara didn't go. She was excited to get the shirt. As the night was coming up, the girl wasn't answering. Tara was wondering about the shirt, wondering about the shirt. The girl ghosted her. Tara was upset. She didn't get the shirt that she wanted to wear on New Year's. As a girl, understandable. Annoyed. Me, I'd feel annoyed. You know, oh my God, not mad, but I'd be like, oh, fuck, now what am I going to, something like that. So I'm pretty sure that's where that was. So then the girl texted after and being like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like, I got off my shift late. I'm a nurse, and there's a lot of cold, and we were talking about the sicknesses earlier. There's a lot of sicknesses, and she had to stay after, and she couldn't be on her phone, and she feels so bad. Yada yada." I think that's where Tara, or I think actually before she got that response, Tara made the video like, "Oh my God, guys, I got trolled." Like before she knew that the girl like wasn't gonna be able to give her the shirt. She's like, "Guys, I got trolled. Like, I think it was a hater. Like somebody like said they could give me a shirt, but they didn't. They ghosted me all day. They made me think they love them," which I guess does sound crazy. But guys, Tara is honestly like the queen at saying things to like rage bait. Like it just gets there. Like it's not for everybody, and I get that. And there's a difference between being good and bad, but I think it was just said the wrong way. Maybe a little bit of like, oh, like, like I like this girl made me think she loved me. Like she made me like, because then it could sound like more parasocial than it is. But I think she just meant this girl said that she could give me a shirt. I was like, fuck yeah, I don't need to drive 30 minutes to the mall. Let me wait for her to give me the shirt. Now she doesn't answer. I'm sad. So she's going to consider it a hater. She's a content creator. She's going to post about that. That's obviously, guys, that's how it works. That's really how it works. If you make money only from social media, if you've built this career, like, everyone does it differently. It's not good or bad. I get that. Everyone does it differently, but story time, telling that's how it is. It can get there. I get that. I get that. Trust me. So that's when the girl commented on the video being like, "Hi, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm a nurse. I worked overtime. I really wanted to give you the shirt, but I couldn't. I couldn't even text you." And then Tara responded with the "give me a break," which does seem in that format of context on comments like, oh, she doesn't care that I'm helping people. She's prioritizing a t-shirt over a human life. She doesn't care about nurses. I don't think at all, guys, that's where she meant to come from. Tara realistically is just really good at storytime telling, and it can come off as one way, and then she also does like live in her own world, because that's what people deserve to do sometimes, when they get themselves to that place. But I would like to hope that it's not coming from a place. Obviously, I know her. Hello, I know her. Duh, it's not coming from a place of hating. No, absolutely not. But I think Tara smelled something from a little bit away, because people are saying now that the account is fake, that she lied about it, that she's not a nurse, that she used AI pictures of a shirt to trick her, and that she posted a picture of the shirt and people put it through AI processor and it was AI. So at the end of the day, if the person is lying about it, that is so fucking weird. Don't lie about it just to start drama. It's so weird. Tara, I know she loves everybody. She's really so sweet, guys, and she's very misunderstood. And you know, that's she's very like, it just gets there. And so I think at the end of the day, we love nurses. Parasocial relationships can make things sticky and confusing on both ends. People think they know everything right away from a video, but then also she feels like she knows her followers really good and close, which, guys, it gets there. I get it completely. So yeah, I feel like on that note, literally it's just like, obviously we support healthcare workers, never disrespect a healthcare worker. Maybe she read it from a mile away or two that like it was like a scam, like I don't know, that something was up, and I don't know, we don't know this full story specifically, guys, but at the like social media is a very interesting place where you can really run with something. And honestly, halter drop gate, iconic. I pray that the nurse, if she is real, is able to like get some rest from that day, because I know she had to work overtime. And if it's real, that is a whole, I'm with. I get it. If you felt like that, but I don't think that's how Tara was trying to make it come off at all. But it could have seemed like, I get it. It's just there, but it's just parasocial relationships sometimes, like, and it gets there. It just really gets there. Tara's always been very sweet to me. I house sitted for her multiple times, and yeah, but at the end of the day, guys, like I don't think anybody supports like fucking on a healthcare worker. No, never, absolutely not. So yeah, hopefully she's like also okay like throughout all that, and able to like know her true intentions with it. And if she wants to apologize, she can, because that's her thing. And if she doesn't, that's her life, and that's guys, you could be friends with people and still that's their life, and they're that's how it goes. So she's iconic though, guys. She really has like helped a lot, and like we have amazing. I would love to get her on the pod too. Like she's tea. And I have a lot of friends that are influencers that have been through situations like even guys, the whole Sty situation when over the summer when it was Sty and Chris and Lord, like, bro, I was right there throughout all of that. And just to see how everything was being misconstrued on the internet right in front of my eyes, bro, I was like, oh my God, people believe anything just from one, or the Doja Cat thing. So many false narratives from one thing. It happens. And I know that firsthand. So I always want to give people grace. But at the end of the day, cancel people who are bad, awful, racist, disgusting, homophobic people. But we can give people chances, guys, to figure it out. But then again, if you feel like it's too many chances, that's your own prerogative. Like y'all, like for whoever it is, me, like I know a lot of people don't probably fuck with me. A lot of y'all don't fuck with me. I have so much haters, but I love y'all. I feel like it's important to have haters. Like you can't be successful without haters, because haters are what keep comments going. You'll get 3 hate comments and 1 love comment. Baby, give me the comments. That's how it works. And I know I'm a good person. I know people should know they're a good person. And social media is very interesting, guys. Just know that. It's like when you hear a rumor at school that's completely not true. Okay, now amplify that to 100 million people. Like it just gets there quick. It gets there quick, you guys. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait, I hope that wasn't like shady at all. I don't know. I'm like scared to talk about pop things, and I also feel weird talking about my friends because it's literally like. But then again, a lot of my friends are in the scene, and it's just different, guys. Like we're all humans, we're all people. It just really gets there. Do I have any more pop? I don't really have much pop culture things. Oh, the jewelry guy in New York City. Y'all saw that? The guy who ran up on that guy saying that he needed his jewelry. That was tea. That was really tea, guys. And honestly, go off. I mean, unless you're assaulting somebody, don't do that. But the guy spit in his face, so that was crazy. But basically, there's like a really famous New York jeweler that gives jewelers to celebrities, and I think there was an account, not an account, there was like a jewelry store in New York scamming people, saying that the jewelry was from his thing and telling people it was more expensive than it was, and they were getting scammed, and it made him look bad and made him lose money. So he showed up screaming at this guy in his face, like in his fucking face, telling him all these crazy things, like going off on him because he's scamming him. That's true. I think it's true. you know, everybody deserves to feel how they feel. That is how it is. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm really gonna have to learn to like not be devil's advocate on this podcast because it just really, really gets there. Oh my god. But then again, we don't know the full story with that too. It's like, what is happening? Like, did the other guy scam him first? Who knows what's happening? Like Drew Carrington scammed me with my Julia. I right now, I'm kidding. But yeah, there's a lot going on, guys. I want to know more podcast stuff. I honestly think that like I might like when Trisha posts, I might like look at what pop culture things she talks about because she has a lot of pop culture things that she's always talking about, and I love it, and I think it's very entertaining, and I want to kind of go off that format. I'm trying to see if there's anything else we can talk about social media wise. 2025 is over. 2026 era of organization and taking things seriously and intentional. I almost burped. Guys, I really appreciate you guys for always supporting me and always giving me the chance to talk because I live by myself. I live in LA. My family's all in Connecticut, and I really enjoy creating. So, yeah, there's a bunch of different kind of stuff going on in my life. I'm excited to bring you guys along. This podcast, Pablo Talk, is going to be the start. Um, yeah, that's lore, guys. So thank you guys for watching my first podcast. I really, really appreciate you guys. I'm going to hang out with my friends right now to celebrate, but it's been good. It's been fun. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to comment. Comment on no if you guys made it to the end of the podcast. I think I went a little bit over. Also, guys, I kind of feel weird like talking about like my friends. Wait, like I'm just trying to talk about pop culture, and I'm like, wait, this is weird. This is weird, but it's only gonna get more and more weirder. Like as you get bigger and you become friends with more people. Like I know I love everyone. Oh my god, guys, it gets there. Thank you guys for watching the podcast or the talk show, whatever it is. I love y'all. We're gonna get some like soundboard and some mood boards and all that kind of stuff soon. So that'll be very, very fun. But I'll see you guys soon. Coming soon. Love y'all. Oh shit, I just realized that how am I gonna upload? This is in 3 part. Whatever, we'll figure it out. Anyways, bye. Love you guys.